G'day, fellas. And welcome to Outback Octagon week number 2, game number 9. And yes, you do see that correctly. We've got chat. We've got chat. We have got chat. Finally, after many years, it's the official chat. Well, it's not the official chat. I will say that right now. We have had to have someone very special do a little bit of things that they shouldn't be doing with the game client, and they managed to find a way to actually get chat. This is live chat. As this game is happening right now, these guys are chatting, and these are the messages of that chat. Now, of course, everyone's color is blue, so you'll have to forgive me. This isn't just Numidan talking to himself a whole lot, so you'll have to read the name there. It doesn't just immediately pop up, but we got it. We got it. So, who are we thanking for this? We are thanking Cascade. If you don't know Cascade, he is one of, I guess the best way to say it is like Beastie's admins slash moderators, and he's been helping out with the last Octagon. He's helped out with this one a huge amount as well, and he's just an absolute wizard when it comes to this stuff. So massive shout out to him, massive shout out to Cal, who has been working with him behind the scenes. They've been able to put this together, and look, we're 2 minutes into this game, and I'm confident this is going to change Outback Octagon and the way that we get to watch Outback Octagon, because now we get to know exactly what these guys are thinking, what these guys are saying, what these guys are arguing about, and of course, what these guys are whining about. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is it. That's your introduction. Hopefully, you're ready, because we got some big names in this game. Let's start at the 12 o'clock position. Ladies and gentlemen, in the color red. Oh, wait. Oh, Beastie, be careful, my friend. Oh, Beastie, be careful, my friend. That's a Chinese TC. You don't want to mess around with that bad boy. Anyway, in the color red, in the north of the map, representing the United Kingdom today. Also representing Tag Esports. Playing as the Chinese in the color pink. Why is he red? What's going on here? Why is... Oh, excuse me. I thought this was Recon. Sorry, my my brain. I was so confused. I got the colors mixed up because I was anchoring a little bit from this Chinese TC. Ladies and gentlemen, in the color red, representing MTE, also representing the United Kingdom, though. Ladies and gentlemen, on the English, it's Myriad. I tell you what, I'm glad we didn't have a myriad of problems with that one. That could have been bad, but fortunately, we caught ourselves before we went to it. To his south, in the color cyan, teal, light blue, playing as the Order of the Dragon, representing Volda Esports, it's Voldemar. Voice messed up a little bit there. I've only been awake for a couple of hours, so you have to forgive me. In the green, playing as the Holy Roman Empire, representing 3DB, representing 3DB, representing 3D. We've got B. Is this cast heading into cursed territory? It could be. It could be. To their west, in the color blue, playing as the only new civilization in this game, we've got Numidan on the Knights Templar. Oh, boy, I tell you what, it's been one of those starts. All right, we got 4 of them out of the way. They're all tucked up in the north of the map. 2 more to their south. In the color yellow, playing as, he got one of the best civs in the game, as the Delhi Sultanate. Ladies and gentlemen, he's back once again. The champion, the returning champion of Outback Octagon, it's Beastie. And to his east, just over a single wood line, in the color pink, playing as the Chinese, representing Tag Esports, it's Recon. And now, the 2 guys that are left alone, the 2 guys with arguably the best spawns because they don't have any neighbors, in the west of the map, in the color purple, playing as the Malians, we've got Demu. And to the far east of the map, in the color orange, playing as the Mongols, it's Kilyadi. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Outback Octagon. A pleasure to have your company here today as we wonder what we will potentially witness here. What kind of magic are we going to see? Keep in mind, you've got that chat in the top right-hand corner, so keep an eye out for it. And I tell you what, I'm excited. We got so much to talk about here. We got some good civilizations, some great FFA civs. Number 1, we got the Chinese. Now, to be fair, Recon is not in the best spot. He's a little bit close to Beastie, not a position that you'd like to be, but he will be able to hold his own. He's got a lot of resources around the town center, not a huge amount of food, but he does have this bad boy right here. So keep in mind, we could see a potential Barbican rush out of him. We'll keep an eye out for that. Meanwhile, towards the top side, I want to keep an eye out for this gentleman right here, Mr. 3DB. And that is because we're playing on land mega random. There's not a lot of relics here. If we do a bit of a relic count, right now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I mean, there's probably the correct amount of relics. It's just that they're not really near him, okay? Like, Beastie's got plenty of relics down here. He's got the 3 relics, potentially a 4th relic. But those relics aren't near B. And I don't think he's going to find them. And because of that, it's less likely that he goes for Regnitz and much more likely that he goes for a Burgrave. So that's my suspicion. I think we are going to be seeing a bit of a strong start here from B. We'll be keeping an eye on him. The other player that I want to keep an eye on here is, well, I think both Tughlag and Daimyo are in really good spots. I was mentioning this before the game started about how the fact that we are seeing, let's actually run a ball with Tughlag, so hopefully we can avoid those alarms going off. But that's not good. Fatal Sky error, execution paused. Okay, give me a second here. We're going to try and solve this. All right, we've solved the issue, ladies and gentlemen. Apologies. It took a little bit of work, but of course, we've got our magical cow in the chat. He's helped us out. We've also got the lovely Cascade. They've sorted us all out with some tech support, so we're back. We're back. The holy cow. The holy cow. The holiest of cows has saved us. Anyway, where were we at? What were we up to? What were we doing? And how did we solve it? There's a little button down here. You guys can't see it. It's hidden behind the map name. If we just click that button, it just fixes it. So apparently, that's it. Anyway, we got age up starting to come through. Let's take a look and see what we've got. Of course, we've got the Mansa Quarry here, fortunately. Daimyo's not an AI, so you're not going to have any trouble burning this bad boy down today. We've got the mine work towards the top side of the map coming up for B. Meanwhile, for Voldemar, playing Order of the Dragon, it could be a little bit of a hard game for him, but he's decided to match with his own mine work. We're seeing a high percentage of mine works in the north of the map. Myriad going for his Abbey over towards the west. No age up coming through just yet for Numidan. That all changes this second right here as we see. Is that the Principality of Antioch coming through? I'm almost certain that it is. But we'll have to wait. We'll have to see. Back on to the south. Imperial Academy at the moment for recon. Everybody, you can see everyone's literally just clicked up. Will come up. Dome of the Faith now coming through. There's Myriad now, finally hitting that age up. Over on the east side, we've got Tughlag with the Deer Stones. So that is everybody rounded out. We're all here. And have a look at B, already on the way to Castle Age. And look at the positioning on this Burgrave. Look how aggressive he is. Does anybody know about this? Does anybody know about this Voldemar? Oh, it's not going to be fun for Voldemar today. Keep in mind, oh my god, why is this so fast, dude? If I was playing a normal ladder game and he aged up at 820, I would be upset. Now I'm really upset, dude. Oh, Tughlad's already clicked up, though. Dude, that is an insane timing here. How is he doing it so quick? He's obviously got gold on the TC. Did he have deer on the TC as well? There's no way he's doing that of berries and sheep. Okay, it begins. Keep in mind, he's got mine work, so he's already got +1 through. Ladies and gentlemen, it starts right here with B, working down villages. Now, keep in mind, Voldemar, what was he even planning on doing? We don't even know. It looks like Voldemar's just kind of got up to speed with the fact that, hey, he's in a game. Meanwhile, B's already Castle Age. To the south, the scouts are starting to come out. We got multiple scouts coming out now for Daimyo over on that west side. He is playing the Malians, so of course he's going to be looking to become a bit of a warrior. Men-at-Arms #1 comes out. He's going to be going down, keeping in mind, no prelate just yet for these players. Or at least for Voldemar, because, well, he's going to wait for Castle Age to come through. And now, I mean, this is such a hard spot. I will say right now, the fortunate thing for Voldemar, while he might die, he doesn't necessarily die to B. And that's a good thing, right? The last thing you want to do in FFA is die to the guy that killed you. You want to die you want to die to your neighbor. You want to die to somebody because you're upset at the guy that killed you. You don't like that guy because he killed you. He could have killed anybody, but he came for you. And so because of that, there's a potential possibility right now that maybe Numidan looks over this way. Maybe Myriad looks over this way. We know that Myriad sees this, so he's definitely going to be potentially looking for that snipe. And that's exactly what is going to make Voldemar feel good. He'll be able to rest well. He'll be able to rest easy tonight knowing that the king kill didn't go to the guy who killed him. But it's just a classic case of spawning in between a few too many players, and one of them, unfortunately, getting a good civ when it comes to early game killing. B now really looking to put the pressure on. Knight coming through. You can see that Myriad doing the right thing here. I think he's looking to defend. I think he's looking to defend Voldemar. And this is a super smart decision. Now, why would this be a smart decision? Well, let's think about it from Myriad's perspective. He's gone into 2TC. Now, where do you think B is going after the kid has fallen? You better damn believe he's going up to the 2TC. Either the 2TC that's here or the 2TC that's down here. He's going one of the two ways. And he will find blood, 100%. This guy is a... oh, man, that word. Phlebotomist? You know the one that takes blood? He's one of those guys. That's what he is. Oh, all right. Well, you guys will be able to enjoy the chat right now. I can't actually see the chat. Like, I can't see it in my game. You could see it up there. So... hopefully it is, hopefully you're enjoying it so far because, well, we've had a little bit of aggression coming out. Let's check in on the other side of the map. Just before we do that, though, just a quick, a little bit of a spot here. I don't think there's any way that Voldemar is getting out of this. Look at the resources he's gathering. 32 food a minute, 2 wood per minute. It's just one of those things. Unfortunate spawn, unfortunate positioning. Good night. Good night, our prince. House of Learning coming up for Beastie. On the west side, we've got a 2 TC opening from Daimyo. Wow, I love this on the Malians. This really shows quite a bit of, what's the word? Strength in decision-making from Daimyo, because it's so easy to anchor into 1 TC cows. And it makes a lot of sense to do it, but at the same time, I feel like for an FFA game, you definitely want to prioritize going into that 2 TCs. King's going to go down. Whew, that sound is a little bit scary back here. So the king does get picked off by the villagers of B. Meanwhile, underneath the town center, the men-at-arms of B slowly going down in number. He's got more men-at-arms now coming forward here as well. Beastie reaches the castle age. Going to be starting to look and pick up relics. Now, of course, he's got plenty of scholars out. Lots of relics as well in this position. He's got the sacred site to the south, sacred site to the middle. So he's got a lot of gold starting to trickle in for himself right now. 2 TC Song Dynasty looking good with the Castle Age follow-up from Recon. I like this a lot. Recon in a very good position down here despite his proximity to Beastie. King not yet on the run. Of course, the king remains safely inside the town center, at least for the moment. Emergency repairs, and this is one thing to note. He could technically emergency repairs this, but what's the point? I mean, there's definitely a part of me that thinks, hey, it's probably a good idea. He does it. He pops it. He's hit the emergency repair button because now you're kind of buying time for the other players in the lobby. As I said before, right? Like it's very personal when you get targeted like this. You don't want the guy who killed you to have any success. Because there's absolutely a world where B can now roll over the entire lobby if this doesn't happen. So maybe, you know, there's definitely some incentive in doing this because he's also saying to B, like, hey, you shouldn't kill me because I've got emergency repairs. So it's definitely a bit of a smart move, but have a look at this. We've got pilgrims starting to make their way across the map. Not only have we got the second town center, but we've also got the fortress that's come down here as well. So he's looking to come out towards this, the only sacred site that he realistically can at this stage. Back towards the main base, though. Town center is going down. I don't think we've really got too much action anywhere else on the map. But the knight comes through, and this is exactly what I was fearful of, at least for B. You can see him underneath the town center. All the vills are going to come out, look for a repair. King still staying inside for the moment. And now we've got the knight as well as the knights rather, together with the king. Men-at-arms do have that bonus damage against heavy. The king now, king out of water, fish out of water. It's that classic. I remember when I was a kid playing that game. You play it in the pool and the fish was out of water. It's a classic case. King now coming down around the top side, looking to make a connection. Is he going to be able to crowd it around the men-at-arms? He could look for a swing. You can see the knights. He's trying to make it so that he gets the last hit. Oh, he's going to get it! He steals it away. Myriad grabs first blood, denying it from B, and naturally, B is going to be very angry. He's coming straight towards Myriad, but he's bought enough time. Voldemar, your death will not be in vain, says Myriad. And now Myriad defending over on this northern position with a single white tower to hold off the enemy. He's a happy little camper. And now, I mean, the trouble that you're going to have from B is a distinct lack of tempo. He needed to get that kill early in. He needed to get that early kill in. I think he went to the wrong player, though. And that's the wild thing. Like, I feel like if he had actually... I mean, yeah, it makes sense to go for your closest player, but at the same time, it also makes sense to go for the guy that's got 2 TCs. Or the guy that doesn't have emergency repairs and also has 2 TCs. Am I wrong? Maybe. I could be. Anyway, Beastie, he's definitely not wrong. Town center getting worked down. Plenty of spears back here, though, so I don't think there's going to be too much of a risk here for Recon, except for the fact that there's a lot of scholars. That's a lot of scholars. You should be able to out-damage those scholars. I think you'll be okay. How's he doing back here, actually? Let's check in. King with 7 vills inside. All right. The king with 7 villagers inside. And we can see a little bit of a chat going on right now. Voldemar saying, sorry. It's okay, Voldemar. You did well. You did valiantly. And now coming through, Lancers. Together with the Spears. Spears attacking the wrong targets. I think you probably just want them focusing down the Knights wherever possible, or the Lancers in this case. Beastie now. Trying his best to commit here. Oh, a Relic coming in. Oh, a Sacred potential. Wallalo coming in right now. He's going to try and convert the King. King now going to be coming out, falling down on the town center, and the on top of it, Beastie looking for action and blood early on as he converts the forces of his opponent and kills the King. Oh, it's beautiful. It's magic. Oh, how glorious was that? What a smart move from Beastie, bringing in that relic, forcing the units. Make your decision right now. Will you defend your king or will you die? And that neither, or no matter what, they are dead. And now Beastie, how many units did he take right here? He's taken 2 palace guards, 10 spears, a horseman, and 1, 2, 3, 4 lancers. Somewhere in that region. It's pretty. That's pretty damn good. It's pretty damn good. We got another king going down. We didn't miss it. We never miss king kills. Don't look at me. That was impressive. Poor Recon, dude. I mean, Recon was in a good spot. I thought he was okay. So Recon just needed to pull more vills to repair the town center, or needed to start repairing it earlier, or just needed to go earlier. I don't know why exactly he was holding for so long, the poor guy. But unfortunately, miscalculation on his part. Didn't anticipate the relic. What a beautiful play there from Beastie with the Delhi Sultanate. A civilization that you probably wouldn't be able to do this with. I mean, obviously you could bring a relic to Wololo with any civilization, but it's just like the Delhi Sultanate just really feels like it's the one true Wololo civ. Let's check in over on that west side. Track how Demu's doing, and we've got the Farimba garrison coming in, so Demu looking to play a little bit more into these unique units, these enhanced rosters of units. Musofadi, the option is on the table. Let's check back in towards that north side of the map, and you can see B has not stopped trading men-at-arms for the entirety of this early game. 17 minutes into the game, and he's already picked up 40 men-at-arms. So the man is doing absolute work now. The question is going to be about whether the defense comes through. Hey, Nimadan, have you got any units out that you'd be interested in defending with? He's got Templar brothers. I don't know if the Templar brother numbers are going to stack up well enough, though. My fear is that the men-at-arms just come in and siege this down. And it looks like that exactly might be the case. Now, he does have Templar brothers making their way back here for the defense. Vils will be able to repair 6,500 health on this fortress. And now we right on board to see whether or not we have any other players looking to try and commit. There's the Templar brothers through the stealth forest. He'll feel very good about cleaning this up. I think his position is okay at this stage, but we need to probably get some crossbows out. You can see he's having a little bit of trouble. Wololo potential. Wololo potential. I tell you what, we might have ourselves a bit of a game of Wololo right here. If he puts it inside... oh my god, put it inside. He's going to go for it, though, on the front line. The men-at-arms are just going to fall back. I think the play was to definitely put it inside and then get the villagers to try and block. No men-at-arms converted over. Unfortunately, for a minute, it's the second real Wololo we've seen this game already. We are seeing quite a bit. He's got a nice little spot in between the monastery, and you can see B is going to have to back out here. Numadan holding on for dear life in this game. 19 minutes through. Templar brother numbers still a little bit low here. That one copping a whole bunch of torches in the face. Meanwhile, Demu getting a bit excited over here. Beastie may have himself a little bit of trouble in paradise. He's got lancers moving towards the north. He knows that there's blood in the water, but I don't think that's blood. I think that might be tomato sauce, Beastie. You got to be cautious about how he looks to play this. And now making his way in towards the base. Beastie gonna have to turn around here and does the right thing. Could potentially think about going and flipping the table. Whether or not that happens, crossbow numbers also moving down towards his position. Men-at-arms successfully deflected for now. Beastie under pressure. The keep is here. The town center immediately adjacent to it. It means that with all this torch damage that he's got, he should still be able to at least provide a little bit of a defense. And Beastie now hitting the Imperial Age with the Palace of the Sultan. Bit of an awkward spot for it over here on this west side. But now the hand cannoneer elephants doing their best, and Beastie gonna go again. Can he make it another conversion? He's got 3. 1, 2. Where's the second one? Not going to pop it just yet. He gets himself 1 or 2 sofas. No, doesn't get any. Gets himself 1. Okay, it's not bad. He can look for a second one. Beautiful hold for the moment. More units coming in on the top side. He split the army pretty effectively here. Very smart by Beastie on the defense. He is pulling out every single stop he can make. Heals, heals, heals! Heals! Oh, so close, dude! Oh, my lord. Meanwhile, towards the top side of the map, town center's going down. King's still safe inside the fortress. Don't worry, we're not going to forget about him. And Beastie holding on for dear life. These Wololos are saving this man right now. He has got every prayer. What is that unit? That's a samurai. No, that's a ninja. No, what's it called? A rodent, excuse me. He gets 1, he traps it, and he kills it before he gets it. Oh my lord, this guy. He's got a few relics. He's got a few relics, and he defends. He actually defends. Oh, it's heroic. It's heroic. It is beautiful. You love to see it. You love to cheer him on as well, don't you? Because it's like, he's the returning champion. You gotta give him credit where credit is due. Let's check in over on that east side. Someone we haven't really been following along too much yet. It's Kiljadi. Now, before we do that, look, I don't want to get too much into interrupting the action. Oh, there's something I want to mention. You know what? We'll save it for later in the video. We'll save it for later in the video. Don't worry. We'll get to it. We'll get to it. All right, kill Jardi. He's working down the town center of B. B with the 2 prelates and the king inside here. Where's the army? Where's the army for B? Oh, he doesn't have any army. He's down to 42 population. 4 prelates at the moment. And now, underneath the town center, emergency repairs. It is in play. He could look for it, but he's got a beautiful surround here. The king almost certainly going to be going down, and it's going to be going over to kill Jardi here. He's got the perfect surround. There's ranged units. Myriad looking for a second snipe. He finds it again. He's denied the kill from Kill Jardi. This time picking off B, the initial player he stole the kill off. This guy is an absolute thief, and I'm all for it. 2 sneaky kills for Myriad. Oh, you love to see it. And his position only continues to improve. He's got the defensive corner. He's got the 2 TC. He's got the white tower. He is looking incredible right now. Myriad OP in the chat. You can see it as Numidan is definitely calling out the fact that Myriad's looking pretty damn good at the moment. He's having a good game. We've got 5 players remaining in this game. 3 taken out already, 2 of whom have been taken out by Myriad. Of course, the 3rd player was taken out by Beastie. Unfortunately for Recon here, it's just the consequence of spawning a little bit too close to the goat, my friend, is, yes, things don't go well for you. Nice little... Oh, I wonder if we can still get that. There used to be a way, so if we... Basically, you could extend the radius of these pit mines if they were close enough together. It doesn't look like that's happening here. There's probably a bit too much of a space here, so that's okay. We'll allow it. But now Beastie looking to turn the table. Keep in mind, he's in the Imperial Age. So, at this stage, the only people that aren't in the Imperial Age are Numidan, up towards the north, and Myriad, up towards the north. Now, Myriad's got a lot going for him. He's got the villager lead at the moment. Daimyo is down by 1 vil compared to him, and it's probably going to be quite a bit more coming up in the seconds that are before us. Lancer's now making the connection. Keep in mind, we've got that king. Where is that king, actually? Let's get some king confirmations here. We've got the king of Daimyo inside the town center. Now, he does actually have the Fort of the Huntress, but this is in a bit of an awkward spot, so you probably don't want to make the move just yet. Beastie towards the front of the base. Elite upgrades have come through for these lancers. He's also got other lancers that have come through, but unfortunately, they don't get the elite upgrade. These are the Chinese lancers of recons that he's taken. Oh man, I can't believe that. Corvinus 1's got a little bit of a little bit of a 2-man race now coming out for the title of Wallalol God. Is he going to be potentially challenged in this Outback Octagon series when it comes to that title? He has long known been as the Wallalol God for his ability to just find these crazy, stupid Wallalols that you wouldn't otherwise expect. But perhaps there could be another player that looks to try and find them. I tell you what, he's been definitely searching for them this game, but let's take a look up towards this top side. Interesting walls starting to come up, especially this one. I'm a big fan of this wall right here. It does a lot for him, especially if he looks to put the king inside. Age up's also coming through now for Myriad. Numidan also clicking up. Which way does he go? Let's take a look at the town center. So he's gone for Antioch. And is this the HP? I think this is the HP, right? No. Is there a way for us to check? Numidan? Click. I don't actually know if there's a way for us to see, because I can't remember the flags. Oh, you know what we can do? We can just check his buildings. Okay. We recognize that one, don't we? That's the Kingdom of Poland. So that means he's going to have the Schlatter. Is there... No, there's none of this. Can we... Does he have a barracks that we can click on? What are our options in Castle Age? We've got... Oh, the crossbow. Okay, so it had to be the heavy spearman that he's gone into. Okay, so we were right. We were okay. I think we got it right. The heavy spearman. It should put a buff on the town center that tells you what their age ups were. I know it's a small little detail, but it's like it would make our lives just a little bit easier, because I'm very visibly oriented. If I see something visibly, it makes it much easier for me to recall it. I'll say. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. Oh, my voice is struggling. Give me a second here. Okay, all right, we're here. The consequence of having Outback Octagon at 2 o'clock in the morning is that sometimes the morning voice does continue over. Nice little push coming through with the nest of bees on the backline as well for Kill Jardi. How does Myriad look to defend? We'll have to check in with him shortly. Keep going to be coming down on the north side. Hand cannoneer number starting to build up on the back of these elephants. They are looking particularly nice, these Sultan's elephants. King out of water, up towards the top side. He's on the move. What's the play? He's just going to pop the king out, have a little bit of a look and see, okay, is anybody in danger at the moment? No one's in danger. That's what he's looking for. But now, beginning to move forward, the Musafari. They've got their extra movement speed. These are the elite Mansa Musafati warriors. Another Wallalol. He's going for it again. Mum! Beast is doing another Wallalol. Someone stop him. Stop him from doing Wallalols. You can't push into here. He's got 5 relics. He can just pull them all. I think he's probably got more than that, doesn't he? I remember seeing 5 relics inside, and then he had a 6th relic out as well. But we'll see what the play is. It's really like you can't push in here. You cannot attack into it. This is incredible. And the trouble that you've got is Beastie's only at 159 pop. Like, he is just going to keep adding in more elite Sultan elephants. And what do you do here? Ooh. Wow, that's a lot of Hui Pows. Those are some bad rolls. I'm going to be real with you, Killjadi. These are not the best rolls, but he's going to get value right now from this. He could use this to steamroll the whole lobby if he wanted to. Big attacks onto the back line. King going to be exposed here. Needs to get him across sooner rather than later. Probably bring him out over this side. A lot of ranged units on the back. Battering rams going to fall back, and this, the King is exposed. The King now going to be down and out. Myriad knocked out of this game, and then there were 4. Ladies and gentlemen, one of the favorites. He was in such a good position here. Gets picked off by our Mongol player. You know, when it comes to the Mongols, they're a civilization that is just dangerous. Why is this civilization so dangerous? I don't know what the answer to that question is, but they are doing very well in this octagon. And it's kind of funny because typically... What are those pants? What are those pants? What are those pants? Somebody call the Lancaster. We've got ourselves a contestant for the best pants in Age of Empires 4. Look at these diamond-studded pants right now. Oh wow. Look at them go. Freeborn warrior. Freeborn. Sorry, that's not how it goes, but we'll allow it. Anyway, next player who's on the list here for Killjadi. He's got a shopping list 4 players long. He's got the first item. Now he's looking to collect the second. And it's, of course, going to be Numadan. There's a lot of Schlatter in here. Schlatter. It's been a year. You'd think we'd know how to pronounce it. We don't. Okay, east side, west side, both of the sides. Hand Cannoneers gonna try and, or the Sultan's Hand Cannoneers trying to move away from this fight, looking to avoid getting caught here. Beastie up to 176 pop. He's got that kill as well in the bank, but you can see the Musafati have done a pretty decent job here. Meanwhile, over towards that top side, more attacks coming through. We got a classic 2-on-2, 1-on-1 situation, ×2. 1x1, x2. That's what it is. That's probably not the best way to say it. But we've got 2 1v1s happening in this lobby, which is definitely where you want it to be. No real ganging up just yet. But wait until it gets down to 3. Actually, I think once it gets to 3, you're just going to have Killjadi ganging up on everybody else. He's doing a wonderful job here. And now, on the back line, the Hui Pows managing to get their shots off that King. About to be exposed, but the Schlatter Cavalry should be able to cut this off. And indeed, they've got 446 health. They're able to take it out. He's going to be okay. He's going to be fine. And now, 29 minutes into this game, Beastie once again looks to defend. But you can't push this. How do you push this? This is impossible to push. There's literally no way. How many scholars do you want? Beastie. Yes. Yes. Yes, many scholars. Pilgrims still making their way towards the middle. There's a lot of pilgrims out as well. He's up to 4 now, which is a good amount of pilgrims. So he's starting to build here. Second fortress is down. And now towards the south side. Can we check in on these units? I don't think I've ever seen these units before. Elite Freeborn Warriors. Infantry with high ranged armor and bonus against ranged. Okay. Alright. That's a cool unit. He's also got the Furuma leadership bonus. Because of the Sofa Warriors. Look at these pants, dude. No one even comes close to this. Maybe the Lange Connect. Like, you get a red Lange Connector, call him Ronald, and we're going to be absolutely fine. But for the moment, I'm happy to enjoy these pants. Villagers about to get caught. Beastie's Vills getting spotted out. That's a lot of Vills. That's 8 Vills now. Beastie on 115, keep in mind. So he did open with quite a bit here. Checking back in towards the south side. Beastie's got quite a few positions down here. We'll spot out all of these units. And I think that's probably the right call. Looking to try and get the Palace of the Sultan back online. Defense is coming in. Springald number is increasing. Beastie very much looking to capitalize on the fact his opponent is heavily into melee infantry here. So let's do a little bit of a kill count. We had 2 kills go up here. He's gone. At the moment, it's 1 kill apiece to Killjadi and Beastie. That's it. No other kills in this lobby presently. These players playing with the bare minimum population, essentially. But now, we've got our first potential 2v1 situation. As Beastie finds himself in a little bit of hot water. The consequence of spawning in the middle of the map is that sometimes you get torn apart. Beastie, where's that king at? The king's got to be back here in the middle. There's no way you move that king. He's got way too much protection here. The relics together with the different town centers to pop into. Help! Indeed, help. They're going to need quite a bit of help. This is actually exactly what Beastie needs right now. Demu going after Numidan. Or is it almost Numidan, or Demu going after Numidan to say, hey, stay away from Beastie. He's mine. Stay away from him. That could be the case. Walls are going to start to come up over on this west side. In fact, we don't really see a lot of walls this game. The only real walls we had were up to the north in Myriad's base. But of course, now that he's gone, those walls are rather irrelevant. We've got the second contestant, Beastie, now doing the same thing, and we got some chat. Don't admit that it's embarrassing. What's Kiljadi's 300 pop? No, I'm not. I got stolen twice. It's true. It's true. It's true. He actually did. Was it Kiljadi that got stolen twice? I think you can make that argument. Maybe once. We'll give him once. Actually, was it twice? No, I think it's only once. I think it's only once. That's we'll allow it. That's classic gaslighting. That's classic FFA gaslighting. You're allowed to gaslight in FFA. Those are the rules. Don't gaslight anywhere else, though, especially not on social media. Don't do it. Just don't do it, kids. Numbers building here for Demu. He's at 200 pop. He's reached the point where he's kind of a bit... I would say this is a hard position here for Demu. He needed to kill Beastie earlier on, but he just couldn't. The Wallalol defense was way too strong. And speaking of Wallalol defense, Beastie a little bit out of position here. We got ourselves elite archers coming out. Look at the range on these bad boys. Why are they firing so far? I mean, I know that... Oh, it's because of the bonus. What's it called? Yeah, Pakes. The extra 0.5. You can really notice that little bit of difference of range. I'm telling you right now. It's like, that looks like a longbow. I honestly thought they were Wingard Rangers at first. I was thinking, where did he get English archers from? But we know the answer. Now Beastie with the big army, Springles in tow, coming through. He's got to be cautious. He's getting pulled apart here. There's a little bit of a team-up happening here as Beastie tries to hold on. I think he's doing everything fine at this stage. As long as he doesn't overcommit the army, as long as he keeps the scholars near the relics. He's gone for the triple madrasa, which you occasionally do see. that is very rare. Numbers now on that north side. The only player who's not really getting in on the action here is Numidan. But just like sharks, you know when they start circling, everybody gets involved. And now, on the backside, Mangadai trying to work down the war elephants. Are they doing a single bit of damage on the war elephants? 13 damage, 12 armor. They do 1 point of damage to the war elephants. And Beastie doing a decent job of holding on right now. Basically, he wants to become a thorny bush, a prickly bush. And anybody who stands before him, he will just tickle them with those little, like a rose bush. Think of it like that. He's beautiful, but at the same time, he can hurt you. Mangadai able to pick off the mangoes. Elephant number looking good. Scholar's also got that heal and that zeal coming out right now. The potential for Wallalols is ready. But of course, with all these range units, a snipe is in the works for any potential religious unit. King now finally on the move down towards the south side. No court architects just yet. Coming through for Demu. But the numbers looking good. The key here, when you're attempting to take down a titan like Beastie, you don't want to directly engage. You just want to slowly work him down from every angle that you can. And as soon as you see his army, you just back out a little bit. You just back out a little bit. Just don't fight him. Don't fight him. Oh, Numidan. Oh, Numidan. Oh, Demu potentially making a mistake not walling in the king here. This is why we wall our kings. This is why we put a little stone wall around the outside. That's why we give him a gate so that this doesn't happen. He's going to try for it right now. Villagers will need to get pulled for this Fort of the Huntress. And this could be the tiebreaker in this situation. Numidan doing a little bit of a backstab. Realizing, you know what, we probably don't have the numbers. I think if he tried to do it, I don't think he would. I think he's made the right call here. Oh, he may have overcommitted. There's no way out. Numidan a little bit trapped right now. Demu allowing him to leave. He's saying, you just go on, move on. It's not going to happen. Just move on. But Demu, let this be a warning. Sir, I would delete that market immediately and put some stone walls down. This is a dangerous spot for a king in times like these. He makes it out. Barely losing a unit. The Schlatter cavalry live on to see another day. Trebuchet looking to take down these keeps of beasties. I take it back. It's the Hui Hui Pow. Elephants moving forward. Still firing off the Hui Hui Pow. Beastie trying his best to hold on. Needs to maybe pick up a relic or two. You can see him chasing here. He wants to do his best to defend this. He needs his opponent to come to him, but he can't do that. The Manganai is like his kryptonite in this situation, because the Manganai is just saying one thing. Chase me, daddy. Chase me, daddy beastie. Oh, look at the Manganai. They work it down slowly, but they get the war elephant in the end. Another relic picked up here. Mangonels on the back together with the Springalds. Beastie obviously being focused a bit too much on the north side. He's going to try and commit on the south. War elephant number looking good as the Mangonels come down. How's the upgrades doing? Upgrades are doing perfect. Beastie a happy camper now. And he's able to hold for the moment. 30 scholars still out, providing those heals coming through. Needs to make sure he focuses in on this front line. Wants to avoid losing any units that are unnecessarily lost. And you can see he's still holding at 250 pop. Beastie is absolutely becoming the impossible to kill. You will not take him down. How do we do? We do well. Production numbers looking pretty good here for Kiljardi. I think, honestly, the best thing Kiljardi could do here is go somewhere else. Like, that's the sad truth. Get a whole bunch of cav and just go find the king. Like, he's over here, 7,800 health. It's a fair bit of health, but if you've got enough cavalry, you can absolutely do it. He's got 250 pop. Literally just chill out. Yeah, he's doing the right thing. He's definitely doing the right thing here. I support this. I like this a lot. I also like the stone walls that have come up here. If there's a part of me that thinks Numidan should try and make a run for it right now. If he spots this cav coming through and he's not confident, I mean, he should be able to hold. That's a lot of schlatter. That's a lot of schlatter. You'd have to get them out of position. That's the only real way that you could do it. Walla attempt on the south. A lot of infantry here. Was he trying to do the push forward? I think he was trying to... There's a way that you can push the Wallalol forward. If your Wallalol... Oh, Beastie throwing away relics. Beastie throwing away relics. Beastie, be careful. Now Elephant's moving forward. Another Wallalol attempt. Beastie. Mangonel's getting some decent shots off. He's going to come forward and pick up the new relic here. Immediately going to look to re-up the Wallalol. Let's see if he finds it. Goes for a second one. Well, I think probably at this point we're up to 3. And he's just forcing his opponent back. There's nothing you can do. You can't fight into it. He's just trying to trade him out. Demu really struggling in this situation. He's got another one in his sleeves. Look at the Mangos. The Mangos are decimating the backline. Go for it, Beastie. Hit him with another one. Hit him with one more. Do him. Do it again. Click the button. Beastie holding on. Once again, he is impossible to kill. He is genuinely impossible to kill. How do you deal with this? I feel like the only way you can really do this is with mass trebs. That's the only way to do it. And the moment you see the army, you back out. You back out. As soon as you see the army, just get out of there. Make a run for it. Because Beastie's got a slow army. You got to remember that. Just elephants. So the trebs, they're not going to be able to outrun the elephants. But if you move far away enough, Beastie says, no, I'm too far away from home. I got to return back. He's holding. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. The king is right here. Oh, there's no way. There's no way. The tides have turned so quickly. Beastie now looking to focus down enemy positions. Bombards on the back. Mango's moving forward. Oh, it's going to be disgusting. Big shots come through. He's got a nice little way. Plenty coming in. Relics in the back. He's bringing them forward. There's a couple more down here. He could look to bring them up. Single. Wallalol. Potential. He's healing up on the front line. We're going to see the war elephant go down. There's no way that this guy lives through the bombards. He's got double focus on them. Here he goes. Good luck. Godspeed. Click the button. Oh, he doesn't have time. Yeah, he's waiting on the timer. Still 30 seconds on the conversion. Oh, he's trying to... I think he was trying to push back Demu from this position. Demu now down to 163 pop. Beastie on 213. Meanwhile, towards the north, looks like the bombard's going to get taken out by the Schlatter. There's so many bombards. Triple bombard over here. These aren't the ones even being taken out. He's got 4 more here. You can see the power of the Schlatter. You know what? Is it Numidan that is potentially the most powerful player in this lobby right now, just because of the Schlatter? It could be it. Beastie making a very rare mistake. What was the mistake? Not, number 1, leaving the relics behind, but number 2, I think just not waiting for the cooldown on the relics. You're fighting against an almost completely melee army here. With the exception of like the Donzo's occasional throw and the bombards on the back, everything else is melee. So I will say right now, I feel like this is one of the rare mistakes that we see coming out from the Beast. Let's check back in on that north side as the Schlatter are angry. Oh, the Schlatter are angry. And now all of a sudden Numidan says, well, hey, hold on a minute. You just tried to You just tried to snipe me out. I saw that. He could still go for it as well. He's got bombards up here. You could absolutely do it. I mean, it would take 10 Keshiks and 3 bombards, 10 seconds to work this down. You can definitely do it. Oh my god, what if we saw the Schlatter make a move towards the king? The king on the move here. Wololo as well. I love the way that these players are utilizing the prospect of a Wololo. Look, he's keeping it inside the town center, the warrior monk. Just in case. Just in case. Super duper smart. All of these players are doing this as well. That's the other thing to remember. It's not just one of them. They are all aware of this Wololo possibility. I think that there's a real potential here for Numidan to pull something magical out. Oh, Beastie in a little bit of trouble to this south side. Beastie at 250 population. He's okay. He's going to go around the north instead. He's going to flip it on his opponent. Relics towards the south. We can see them getting picked up. Big numbers, but I want to see how these Schlatter cavalry do in this situation. Keep in mind, they've also got the debuff that comes in on the opponent. Minus 20% on hit. But he does get forced back away from this. Mongol numbers looking very good for Tughlag. And back over towards this position. King inside the fort. What do we got? Oh, we got a little bit of an offensive coming out. Bombards trying to take out the fortress. Not going to be able to find it as the Vils force them back. Beastie with the bombards moving up. He's got a lot of bombards. He's got 7 bombards out right now. Beastie looking very strong at the 42nd minute in this game. And now over towards that base of the Knights Templar. Numidan defending once again. Stalemates on all sides of the map here. Bombards. BC with the bombards. This could be it. This could be it. Oh my god, look at the units that are rallying in right now. We've got ourselves a little bit of a split bag here. Look at all these units to the south for Demu. Demu, maybe not aware. The king potentially going to be exposed any second here. Look at the number of bombards that are in. Beastie going up. He's lining them up right now. He says, come on out. We're ready to play. He should probably look to split the damage here. Maybe 1 or 2 bombards to fire down the fortress. Oh, the king's out. The king is out. We're not missing this one, baby. We are right on the front. Archer's working it down. Couple Ghazi Raiders coming through as well. He's got a long run if he wants to make it home. Bombard's going to go down. A single Ghazi Raider behind the scenes going to try. The Donzos are going to be able to collect. He stands to stay alive a little bit longer. Boy, oh boy, that was a run. It was a hard run. Now Beastie, maybe the tables turn against him. Meanwhile, towards the top, Numidan holding on for dear life, defending. Demu doing an incredible job in defending against Beastie, but despite, again, against all the odds, says I'm going to come back to the fortress of the Huntress. The fort of the Huntress, excuse me. And now, Tughlag looking to push in upon Numidan. A huge KT force on the back here. Mangonel numbers looking healthy. He's picked up the upgrade as well. He's going to try and get this damage down, this damage through. He's on 31 Schlatter at the moment. The Mangos are just going to fall almost immediately. Beastie, where's the army at? He doesn't have a lot of army. Beastie's dead. I think Beastie's dead. He's got a handful of hand cannoneer, elephants out, Sultan's elite. But at the same time, Tughlag. Oh, this could be a problem. If Tughlad's going to pick up a kill right here, right now. And you know what that means? He's going to immediately turn this into tempo. He's going to go 1-2. He's going to do it. He's going to come straight in. There's the option to snipe this away as well. Look at the timing here. He could absolutely come in. If he's able to find a kill right here, right now, he can convert this almost immediately. And now Tughlag looking to finally do it. It's taken him a long while, but in the end, Tughlag is doing a solid bit of work up here. After 44 minutes. I want to make sure I'm checking on the minimap at all points here that there's no secret Joan of Arcs running to any corners of the map looking to do something sneaky. King out, about to go down, runs, makes a little route around the back, but unfortunately in the end, Numidan goes down at the 45-minute mark. And then there were 3. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the final 3. This is where the gaslighting really begins. You thought it was bad before? This is where it's the worst. Because now it's all about convincing these 2 to work together to take out the big fish. Beastie has to convince Demu, hey, Demu, let's stop fighting. We've been fighting for 20 minutes. Let's stop that and work together towards Tughlag. And that's the trouble. The trouble right now is that, are they working towards Tughlag? No, they're not. And the trouble is that every dollar that gets spent fighting against Beastie is a dollar less that fights against Tughlag. And he just sits here, he just builds up, and he says, we're a little bit stronger. Every second, we're getting a little bit stronger. We're adding in more units. You can see he's got just 10 rams at the moment, but he's adding in a few more. He's got 15 rams in queue at the moment, which sounds like an incredible time. I know Don Artie would absolutely be enjoying his time with that many rams you know, on a farm or on a ranch, I guess you could say, it brings back memories for Don. Shout out to Donati. I don't know if he's here, but we love him. We love him. We got a potential king coming down here. Beastie could do a bit of a run around. Springald's on the back as well. Now, keep in mind, the king could easily pop over to the town center. I think that's probably the smart move to to get the king over there. Where's the king? Where's the king? Where is the king? The king's inside the TC, right? Yeah, the king's inside the TC. Okay. He could also look for a Wallalol here as well on the defense. But it almost seems certain here at this stage that there's no way out for him. In fact, I think there's no way out for either of these two guys. Because every second that goes past the army of Kiljadi gets even stronger. And I tell you what, these Mongol players are looking very scary. Every single game we've seen the Mongols perform well. I don't think we've seen a single game where they haven't performed well. They may potentially have won every single game. I'm going to need to fact check that one. But yes. Now, focusing down the town center. King almost certainly going to go down. I think Kiljadi about to pick up this kill. There's nothing to contest him here. Beastie tries once again to get it into the town or into the keep. Not going to happen. He goes down. Kiljadi eliminates Beastie from the game. And then there were two, and this is not one of those fair fights. This is anything but fair. Kiljadi has been in the very fortunate position, but I want to take you back to the very beginning. Remember when we pointed out at the beginning of the game who was in the worst position? Well, we remember who it was. It was this guy over here. Who was in the best position? We pointed in the direction of Kiljadi. We pointed in the direction of Daimyo. And it's no surprise that at the 47-minute mark, the two remaining players in this game are Daimyo and Kiljadi. Absolute behemoths across the map. Great positions. Somewhere to put their back against the wall and just push off with their feet. They've done a great job, but in the end, Kiljadi easily outnumbers the forces of Daimyo. He's spamming infantry as hard and as fast as he can. But the reality is this critical mass of Mangadai is powerful. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. The game is called Daimyo Tapping Out, and your victor today, Kiljadi. Now, don't go anywhere. We will be showing you very shortly the ladder that is where these current standings actually happen. So we'll get into that shortly. I'll just get confirmation from our admin that we have got everything updated. I'm sure we probably have already. They are very competent, quick. Let's take a look at these counts and see exactly what we've got. So we've got the economic count. So Daimyo, he was racing off at the start of this game. Look at that Vil count, up to a massive early lead and just unable to find any kills. You know, it all just goes back to the fact he came in for Beastie multiple times, but Beastie had the secret weapon, a Wallalol. And that same Wallalol was used to easily convert early on. The fact that he was able to pick up that early Wallalol against Recon means that he was then able to be back at home to defend with that additional army. So super smart play by him to do it, but in the end, not able to find the victory. Meanwhile, for the military count, we can see it towards the end. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to dive over. Hopefully, everything's been updated on the back end. Give me a second here. This is the leaderboard as it currently stands after this game. Let's take a look. All right, so Kiljadi is up there. We can see him right now. So from now on, we'll be doing the leaderboard. I don't know whether we'll do it at the start or we'll do it at the end, but we'll do the leaderboard at some point and we'll get it out there, and it'll be updated after every game that is played. So as you can see at the moment, Corvinus1 is holding down that top position. He has still got 2 games to play this week. This is obviously our first game to play this week, so you're only going to see those players that have played 3 games that are starting to push up with the points a little bit more. But that is it. That is the end of your game. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video, and of course, we will catch you guys in the next one. Thank you very much for watching.